Hi everyone, it's back to business, back from holidays, and just about when school's about to start. So I'm preparing supper for today, and today's supper is almost my version of a Thai style, Asian style chicken. I've just got some chicken pieces that I've brined and kept ready. The process for the brining is in one of my previous chickens. If you go down on my YouTube channel, you will find it there. So I've just brined it overnight, prepped the chicken, kept it ready. Here I've got ingredients ready for the chicken. So I'm just going to quickly go through the ingredients. I've got some so starting on this side, I've got some sesame oil that's ready here. Here I've got about soya sauce that's here. I've put in, I'm using homemade soya sauce, but if you don't, if you obviously can't get your hands onto organic homemade soya sauce, then just use dark soya sauce. I've got some smoked paprika that's ready here. I've got rough red chili powder that's ready here. I have got some pomegranate concentrate, and that's going to do is it's going to help with caramelizing and giving that lovely caramel sort of flavor to the chicken. Some fresh lime, coriander. I've also got a little bit of tomato paste that's ready here. Some fresh shallots that I'm going to use. Fresh garlic, fresh ginger, green chilies and salt. And what I'm going to do is I am going to make a puree out of all of this and then marinate my chicken with that. All of this, what I'm going to use, and I'm going to add in a bit of soya bean paste. A lot of dishes in Asia, Malaysia, Burma, I watch them use soya bean paste. This is optional. If you can't get your hands on it, it's fine. Don't worry about it. I am working on, figuring out how to do this at home, and then I will post a recipe on that as well. But for now, these are the ingredients. What I'm going to do is put it all together, blitz it all together, and then marinate it into the chicken and leave it for a few hours. My ingredients in a blender, and I'm going to whiz it up, and then we're going to marinate the chicken with the marinade that's been kept. So what I've done is I've just cut my chicken into quarters, and like 16 pieces out of the chicken. So I've just given it, what I've just done is I've separated my drumstick and my thighs, cut them into smaller pieces, and I've got this marinade that's ready here, and I'm going to really marinate it well and keep it aside for a few hours and serve it with some veggies a bit later. So I'm going to get started with my chicken. I've got my chicken that's been marinating for a few hours here, and then I've just got some fresh veggies here. So I've got some baby bok choy, some fine green beans, and some crunchy carrots. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to simply do a little bit of a steamed stir fry, simple salt and pepper kind of veggies with this. And I'm going to do a pineapple salad to go with the same thing. So I've just prepped the bok choy. I've just cut it into big chunks. And I've got some fine green beans here, which I'm going to get started with just now. In the meantime, I've put my cast iron pan on, and I'm going to cook this in the pan, and then if need be, I might put it in the oven for a bit, but I think I'm going to get it done here on the stove till it's cooked through. So we're going to brown the chicken first, and then I'm going to allow the chicken to cook through, put the lid on, and let the chicken cook through. All right, so I've put some sesame oil in here in the pan, and I'm going to add my chicken and let it cook through. So for the initial bit, I am looking to sear the chicken and to give it a lovely caramelized sort of color and flavor. And then we're going to let the chicken cook through. So I have some sauce that's left here, and we're going to keep on basting with the sauce till I'm happy with the color, and then we're going to move on to covering it and then letting it cook. Alright, so I'm going to start turning this chicken around. I'm quite happy with the color that I'm getting here. do while this chicken is getting cooked is, with the sauce that's already here, I'm just going to bake some marinade onto my chicken, and then just keep on turning so that it doesn't get dry. So the chicken's gotten color on both sides. What I'm going to do now is, now that the chicken is seared quite nicely, I've got some chicken stock that's coming to heat, and I'm going to add this chicken stock just to deglaze this pan so that the spices don't keep on burning at this stage. And then we're going to put a lid on and let this chicken cook through. Give it one last turn, and this is a cast iron pan, so you just got to keep an eye on your chicken and make sure that it doesn't sort of catch at the bottom. So what I'm going to do now is, I'm just going to take some stock that's come to heat here and just add this, just so that I can deglaze the pan. And then that's also going to give me lots of flavor when it comes to cooking that chicken. Now I'm going to lower the heat, and I'm going to put a lid on and let this chicken cook through in its own juices. I'm going to put a lid on, and I'm going to let this chicken cook through. And what I'm going to do is, I'm going to get started with my veggies, and I'm also going to serve some chicken stock on the side. That's real chicken stock. And I found that especially in Asia, when we were traveling now recently, Burma, Kuala Lumpur, everywhere, they tend to serve a lot of clear chicken stock with a lot of their food. So they'll have their protein one side, and then they'll have their veggies one side, and then they'll have their soup. And very often what they like to do is, just in their rice, you can add your clear soup, just serve with chives or spring onions, and then you can have that plain with rice as well. So I'm going to just serve some of that chicken stock today with my veggies and my chicken. I'm trying to cut down on my animal protein, so I'm not going to be having the protein here. My meal is just going to be veggies, so I'm going to be making a feast out of veggies. What I'm going to do is, I'm just going to simply stir fry my beans and firstly, with a little bit of salt and pepper. Add the carrots later. Just put a lid on, let it get softened up for a bit. These are fine green beans, they shouldn't take long at all. And then as a last, towards the very end, I'm going to add my bok choy for just about a minute or so, no more than that. So I've added a little bit of sesame oil and my green beans. I'm just going to stir fry for a minute or two. Add the carrots, salt and pepper, a little bit of garlic, and a little bit of the chicken stock that's here, and let it steam and get soft for about a few minutes, and then the bok choy goes in last. Right, so I've stir fried and steamed my carrots and green beans. And I'm just going to add my bok choy in here now, and just add it just before serving, and that's it. It's pretty much done. So I'm going to, okay guys, so I'm going to remove the lid, and the chicken is done. You can see the oil started appearing on top. The sauce is exactly where I want it to be. And my veggies are also kind of ready. I've got stock that's ready here. I'm going to serve that alongside my veggies. I've just added my bok choy, and I'm just going to give it one stir with the bok choy so that it's still, it just wilts. I just want it to wilt. I don't want it to lose its color. And we're going to serve it all together. I've prepared a pineapple salad, and I'm just going to serve it all together.